Well, it is Sunday night.
Yes, sir.
7:45.
Yes, sir.
I'm John Pope.
I'm an island boy.
I love it. Should we put? You're watching the Chain Gang. I don't know what else to say after that.
Yeah.
So we have with us, forever known as state champion.
Yes, sir.
Maddie Atwood. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Get right in the mic there,
Man,
Maddie.
we're super glad to have you.
Yeah.
I have the swimmers hold a special place in my heart. Special place, like a 10-year-old little girl place in my heart.
Well, let's explain that your daughter was a swimmer.
That'd be kind of weird, huh?
Because Allie swam for a long time.
She did. You know, Steph and I, we were talking a little bit today, what I could, and I said, I think I want Allie to get back into swimming. And she's like, yeah, I do too. We need to talk to her. So maybe we'll make that happen.
We're going to talk a lot to Maddie, but you and I both said, we were talking with Patrick Comito last week, and we said the two toughest sports. Now, I'm not saying all sports aren't tough. I mean, but cardio-wise, the two I would fail at would be wrestling and swimming because, I mean, you've got to be in amazing shape.
Yeah, you got to be super fit. Super fit.
Would you agree with us on that?
I mean, I would agree. But
yeah, you would know. And
Yeah.
we'll talk about some of that later. Hey, John, I wanted to tell you something. I'm going to bust something out today on the show, and you're not going to know when it's going to happen.
Oh, jeez.
But I hope you pick up on it because I feel like it's been a while, and I want to see if you'll catch it.
Is it Island Boy?
No. So,
I know. I already know what you're going to say.
So, hey, if you're out there and you're watching, share our page. If you got comments, fire away. It looks like Red. She's already fired one at us.
Your wife?
Oh, yeah, Stephanie, right.
Yeah.
Red.
Got to get her back at it. She's talking about Allie.
Yeah. We got to get her back at it. She was so good at it. I mean, she was really good. So, anyway.
Maddie, how was your week?
it was great. Lots of snow days. Didn't really do anything.
That's right. I mean, you guys were out of school, Wednesday on?
Yeah, just one day of school because we didn't have Monday either.
Don't you think we could kind of learn everything we're going to learn in about 2 days anyways?
Yeah, I did.
You've got senioritis, don't you?
Yeah, she's ready. She's checked out already.
She's ready to go. I'm going to move on because I've got a million questions for you, and I'm about to start asking them. But
stop, John. We have a script.
Stop.
You need to stick to the script.
Sticking to the script here.
Jeez, man.
Hey, we want to thank our sponsors, Kaiser Chiropractic, which I've got to Dr. Kaiser. I mean, I've got to see you, man. I cannot sleep at night, and it's just sleeping injuries. That's how old I am, so I need to come see you.
It's because you're running through my head.
Oh, my God.
That's weird, man.
That's weird.
What's wrong with you?
Michelle McDonald says, hello, Maddie. So happy for you. Big congrats to you. So you're already
You're
getting
a
fan
celeb,
posts.
man.
So
Celebrity.
Maddie said tonight she will answer any question
Yes.
you guys put on
Yeah.
the screen.
Yeah.
So
Bring it.
Post-Game Pizza did a great show there a few weeks ago, pre-Super Bowl show. We want to thank them. Always accommodating for us to go in there. And
We ate there twice this past week.
well, we ate there that night, and then after last week's show, I think we ate there too. So I'm telling you, I've switched it up to beef and mushroom pizza.
No,
Man.
you're right.
So good. Living the Dream Outdoor Properties with Seth Hagen. I'm going to tell you what, if you want the dream property, go see that guy. Amazing properties he always has listed. Rogersville Pharmacy moving to their new location. I don't know when, but pretty soon. I was giving Jim a hard time. He's got that old LED board up there. Yeah. We need to play around with that a little bit.
Yeah, I think we do.
Hometown Furniture. I got to see him too because Caitlin's moving out of the house and she wants. I'm getting rid. I'm in the business of getting rid of kids so we can afford to have some fun again. She needs a new couch, so I'm going to go see him. And Greenbox Photography, the ninja photographer.
So good.
Saw him last night.
Yep. He was at the I feel like that Battle of the Badges is going to stick. So anyway, he was out at the hockey game. We're going to talk about that a little bit, but he was out there taking some shots. But, he'll come up on you. You won't even know it.
Another fan, Maddie. Man, I think people don't even care to see us. They're just here to see you.
Maybe we'll just stop talking.
Yeah, you just take over. Congrats, Maddie. Such an accomplishment.
Thank you.
Huge accomplishment. Hey, before we get on to – we're going to do some high school sports here. Can we just get? I want to get a preview of this medal real quick. Is that okay, Ryan?
Yes.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, man.
Do I get to? I'm
Please
nervous.
take it.
I always get nervous. Here is a state champion medal that I am holding right now. Never been privy to one in my
No,
life.
I've never owned one of those.
But oh man, such a fantastic accomplishment. And so I probably can't see you real well, but
So, and before we got on air, she was talking with us, and she said, "Hey, if you guys want to just keep that and hang it up in your little
That's right.
office, we can do that."
That-
So that was really nice of you to offer that.
is that a replica or is that the one you got? Yeah, they actually put on you.
Yes, it's the real one.
Okay, and we get to keep that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll just hang it up. We'll hang it up right over here.
I'm pretty sure your mom will be texting here soon saying, Maddie, you better have that home. So, hey, we got on the line with us Slammin' Stevie Ray.
Slamming Stevie.
Slammin', you there, man?
I am.
How are
Stevie.
you, buddy?
Great. How about you guys?
Yeah, we're doing good.
We're always all right.
You
sometimes.
do you see who we got with us tonight? You maybe can't see, but can
I
you hear?
hadn't. Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, state champion, man.
That's pretty good. That's pretty cool.
Go back and watch. I was just holding the state champion medal there. So, hey, man, how'd the boys do? I know
That'll be the closest one you're going to touch, John.
you could always pump me up.
Coming at you hot, man.
Bam!
People don't know that how much you abuse me when we're calling girls basketball games,
Hey.
and so now they're getting a preview to that. So.
They've heard me tell enough about how you bully me around that they know better.
Yeah, so everybody's seeing now what it's a difference. So, hey, we played Fair Grove Friday night.
Friday night, yeah,
Man,
up at Fair Grove.
How'd the boys do?
Well, the final we won, but it was I don't think we won by 5. But starting off, Fair Grove came out hot. I know they were up. I want to say they got up by 7 on us there in the first quarter, and probably a little bit of being out of school. I always think it doesn't matter anytime. I think when we're out of school that our kids don't play well, and I'm talking from my house to school, that they don't play real well. It takes them a little while to get warmed up, but Fair Grove had a shooter that he might be the best one I've seen, and maybe he was having a hot night, but he could shoot from anywhere he wanted to and make it.
Oh, wow.
That's what
And
it's
so
like
when
when
they
I
would-
play.
Right. When they would get him open, obviously, like if he was bringing the ball down, he could pull up, NBA range when you weren't even thinking to guard him yet and rip one. And that's where I think we got back up in the second quarter, leading and went into halftime with a little bit of a lead. Third quarter stretched that out, man. Tayson he got hot there hitting some threes, and we got out to a nice little lead. Double digits anyway. I know we were up by 11, and it might have been even as much as 15 or more, 15-ish, but, somewhere in there. And then they came back and tied it up there in the fourth quarter. So it kind of got close there.
So it kind of went down to the wire.
Went down the wire. We had, I'd say I thought a real good team effort on all of them. Like I mentioned, Tayson hitting some threes, and, JJ does what JJ does. And, Ross come through Ross Lawrence had some key stuff, along with who I told him after the game that I was giving my MVP award to, and that was most vicious player, Hunter Lewis. He was a beast down low and wasn't afraid of anything.
And we have him coming on the show next Sunday night, so that'll be
huge game out of him. And he scored some points, but his defense was what played a huge role. Justin Bryant, he does what he does. Gets down low there. I told you, at that game that we did, that their last home game, that he's the craziest thing I've seen about, you think he's done and he's slips through 2 defenders to go up for a layup. And Justin was great from the free throw line. He might have missed 2 all night, but clutch free throw shooting, by him. So great deal. Now I couldn't wait to tell you this story, John. We had a 3-point lead and we're under a minute, and JJ steals the ball, and he's on a breakaway, fast break, nothing between him and the basket. And I'm sitting there thinking, what's he going to do? What is he going to do? And he kind of faked me out, but he went in for the easy layup to put us up by 5, which ended up being the final score. But I asked him after the game, I go, man, JJ, what were you thinking? Were you thinking about dunking it? And he goes, oh, man, I was going to. And I knew if I missed it, Coach Schaefer would be all over me. So I went for the easy one. And then he said, then in the locker room after the game, Coach Schaefer called me out and said, man, why didn't you dunk it?
Well, and that's unselfish. I mean, we're joking around about it, but unselfish play there. Now up 20, JJ better be dunking that thing. But I mean, tight in the last minute. So
he made the safe play. What I would have done, Stevie Ray, if I'm on a wide open breakaway and there's no one between me and the rim, I'm pulling up for a 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
as quick as JJ is, he could got his own rebound if he would have missed it. But.
Yeah, he makes it. He's funny because he makes it look effortless with his speed. Who do we have? I know we got districts coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Mountain Grove at Mountain Grove. Okay.
At the Grove. Okay.
And the girls are also playing at the Grove too. So.
Yep, they'll be down there Tuesday night playing Willow Springs.
I got some buddies in Mountain Grove that owe me a steak, and so hopefully one of those nights they come through and get Alicia and I a steak. So.
Yeah, I've got a buddy who said he had a steak for me, and I've yet to see it or eat it or.
Yeah, I wouldn't be buddies with him anymore.
That.
Who do you think that is, Maddie?
I don't know.
Well, we will. We'll keep. Stephen, we want to thank you for letting us call you tonight. I know you're a busy man.
Yeah.
And, so.
Yeah, I need to go check on supper. You know how it is. I've got to keep Shelly on point or she'll get sidetracked.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm staying out of that
one. I normally engage in that more during like the boys or girls basketball broadcast, but people kind of know us a little bit better there. I don't want to say anything that gets me in trouble tonight. So, Stephen, we thank you, man. I will.
All right.
I'll talk to you probably tonight sometime.
Hopefully, we're all together Thursday night at Mountain Grove watching the boys and girls compete for district championship.
That's right. And then you can buy us a steak.
I will.
All right, man. I'll see you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right,
bye.
Yeah, we may have to do that. I don't have to work on Thursday, so if we make it, we may run over there.
That'll be a good time.
Not that far from here.
No, it's
just,
not.
What, 30 minutes maybe?
Yeah, probably about that.
Yeah.
They got a good steakhouse too. So
yes,
do you know that, Maddie?
I didn't, but you can bring me a steak.
You'll take a steak.
Be waiting.
Man, I can't wait to get to all these comments.
Yeah.
I mean, she's like getting. It's a battle, I think, between people on who you love more. You're gonna have to answer some questions here in a second. So, hey, want to talk about girls? Huge game Saturday against Forsyth. Unfortunately, Ryan and I were calling a different game. We were calling the Battle of the Badges. We'll talk about here in just a second. But anyways, just put a beating on Forsyth, 68-46.
Spanked them.
And it's something that you and I have talked about throughout the season is I think our best basketball is coming towards the end of the season.
Yeah,
so,
you called it early.
Districts, I mean, they're making a huge run in there. Like Steven said, hopefully we get to the point Thursday we're going to watching our boys and girls play.
That'd be cool.
There in Mountain Grove. So just a little jaunt on over there.
Yeah,
so
man.
Hey, we could all carpool, man.
Yeah, man.
I know. I love it. That's what I knew you were going to do.
Back?
No, I bring it back.
That was it.
I love it.
You picked the right up on it.
Yeah, I love it. I've been waiting for. Maddie, when we first started, which has not been that long ago, he'd be like, "Yeah, man, yeah, man." And so it became a funny thing.
And then he told me about it, and I was like, "Okay."
You didn't know.
I'm out.
On the line right now, we also had our Palms go to state this Saturday, or not this Saturday, this weekend, Friday and Saturday. And so on the line, we've got Sarah Hayden and Michelle Patrick, who are the coaches for our Palms team. You guys there?
Yes. Hey, John.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Who am I talking to?
I have Sarah right here, and then Michelle.
Yeah. So, how did you guys do? I kind of know because we were following you, but I just wanted you guys to go ahead and be able to tell how you guys did at state this weekend.
Oh gosh, the girls did amazing. It was the best we've seen them perform. So that's always a first place win in our eyes. But they took fourth place in their lyrical routine out of 15 other Division II teams, and again, we're just so proud of that. We also had 2 soloists that placed out of 200 solo entries. Bristol New took 10th place for the sophomore age division, and wow. Haley Atwood took 10th place for the junior age division. So very proud of that. But most importantly, we had a lot of academic winners this whole year, really. We've got Emmy Dressler, senior captain, who received an All-State academic medal, as well as Maddie Stewart, who's a junior. Both girls have obtained a 4.0 all year long, and so that's obviously way better than any fourth place in our eyes.
I didn't get a 4.0 on anything.
No, ever. I don't think I did either. I gotta tell you, we try our best to always talk about the Palms and the cheerleaders, man. And the band. I tell you what, sports are not sports without those groups. And they come in and rally. One of my highlights of this year that we've had was I asked the Palms if they'd help us out with our little Valentine video. And I'll tell you what, they were just eager. They said, yes, we'll do it. And if we go up and talk to the student section, they're probably looking at us like we're nerds, but the Palms really kind of spearheaded that for us and got the student section involved. And I'll tell you what, it's just the excitement that they bring to the game and the way they rally the crowds. We're proud of them. I mean, tremendous success this weekend, but I hope they know how proud this community is of them and you guys for all your hard work that you do, for our schools.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you having us on here to brag about the girls. That means a lot. And if they get to hear it, I know that will really mean a lot to them.
Yeah, thanks, John. We appreciate you and what you guys do at the games, broadcasting as well as the chain gang. So thanks for supporting Rogersville and supporting all our sports teams as well as the Palmcats and the cheerleaders. We appreciate you guys.
Hey, I got one more question for you. Do you think Ryan and I could make the team?
Hey, auditions are that's right.
Hey, so actually that's kind of one of my questions, because I obviously don't know what cheerleading, I've never done it, so I don't know. But what's next? We finished the school year, and then what happens during the summer? Is there something going on behind the scenes that I wouldn't know about?
Oh yeah. So like I said, auditions are in March 28th through the 31st, and then once we have the new team in place, we'll start ordering costumes. We'll get a routine choreographed for camp, which is where we qualify to go to competitions like state and hopefully some nationals someday out in Orlando. But there is a lot of practice that goes on during the summer, probably just as much as during the school year. Those girls are working hard almost year round.
Yeah, for state, they've prepared working 3 days a week along with Sundays. So we appreciate Sam for opening up the gym to us to have those practices. So yeah, they work hard.
Yeah, and everything is, when you watch that, everything is just synchronized. Every little movement is synchronized. Every little thing is, choreographed and amazing. It's just, our school should be very proud of, how much work those ladies put into it. I know I'm joking about Ryan and I've got some moves though. If you guys ever need me to choreograph a little something for you, I can do it. But
it sounds like to me, we need to go ahead and book a ticket for Orlando. You said that's coming up later this year. If you could just get us the dates, we'll go ahead and get a ticket booked.
We could do a chain gang write off.
Yeah.
We could write it off.
I feel like that's going to happen.
Business trip.
approved first. So any admins listening, that is obviously pending. We know this, but that is something that we have our sights set on that we're hoping for. But yeah, like I said, we go to camp first. That'll be in Branson. UDA, United Dance Association, is who we get our summer kicked off with and our school year kicked off with that. That's pretty much one of our biggest events aside from state. So lots of hard work up ahead. So,
yeah,
that's awesome. We'll go get it.
Go get them and go Cats. And like we said, please let them know how much Ryan and I are proud of them. And most importantly, it's funny, we shared that picture the other day, and I mean the reach on that picture, just so many people messaging us saying, man, go Cats, and so proud of you guys. So just let them know if you don't mind. So
yes, definitely. And we did see that. Thank you for sharing that. And then one of the girls told me, look how many times it's been shared. They were
yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. No, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys, and thanks for representing us and always making our community look amazing. So thanks for coming on.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Ryan. Bye.
Yep. See you guys.
Good job. I mean, golly.
I feel like we could. I know I couldn't.
So maybe I should.
I couldn't make the team. You might be able to make the team.
You've seen my moves.
Yeah, I have seen your moves.
Maddie, you should watch me before the show comes on.
Right
she's challenging me. Gotta have a little music. So, man, I'll tell you what. I don't know who these people are, but I hope they don't live close to each other. They're fighting for your love live on air right now. So, hey, we want to bring up one more thing that Ryan and I had the pleasure last night. Why don't you tell a little bit about it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, hey, we went out to Jordan Valley Ice Park last night, and we called the hockey game between the Springfield Police Department and the Springfield Fire Department, and it was a beat down. The fire department smoked the Popo. So had a great time. It was a great cause. So we were out there supporting the Greene County 100. If anybody's listening and you feel like you want to go check it out, they have a website. It's a non-for-profit organization. It's basically they generate money or funds for families of officers or firefighters that die in the line of duty. And the gentleman that came on, he was giving us kind of what happens if that happens, heaven forbid. But they cut him a check for $25,000 right then and there.
The next day,
and give it to the family of the deceased, and to help with whatever bills or whatever. So anyway, great cause. Had a blast.
It was fun.
Had a great time. That was my first hockey game to ever watch live.
They're long though, aren't they?
They are really long, and it was freaking cold.
It was cold.
But I had a great time doing it. So anyway, yeah, it was awesome.
I think Alicia's going to tag in the comments the Greene County 100 Club.
Yeah.
And you made the best statement of the night. And
I know.
And it was great. I thought about it all night because, so what, like Ryan said, this group comes out and, say we have a fallen firefighter or fallen cop. Yes, they're going to get, there's stuff that they get paid out, but it may take a while. Mm-hmm. This group comes out next day and hands them $25,000, I think is what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
The next day to get, get past that. Get some help.
Just financial help.
And Ryan said, we hope we raise a ton of money that never gets used.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. I mean, I thought about it all night last night. I was like, man, that's great. Yeah. Let's raise a ton of money for that. Because we've had several fallen firefighters and police officers in our area,
Yeah.
And so great group.
I hope they have the biggest bank account.
I do too.
That just sits there.
That sits there forever.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. So, and also too, for us, it's an honor because I'm going to say, cops, if you're mad because Ryan's giving you a hard time about the beatdown, that's his face. Well, my face is not the one to pull over.
Show up. I mean, you got smoked.
Oh man, I'm never riding with you. No, they're all a bunch of great group of guys. We talked about it last night, and you all already know this, but we use the old adage: we run away from house fires. We run away from bullets. When someone's firing a gun. Those are the groups that are running towards it to save lives. So we appreciate you guys so much.
Very much.
Especially our community firefighters. Rich Sturtz, big contributor on here, and his group. and also our local police department. We appreciate them so much too. So,
yeah.
All right. One more thing I want to bring up because it was, and then the rest of the show, you better get ready, young lady, because we're ready. Firing at you.
Coming at you.
I posted a thing that someone in the community had posted. It was a TikTok of
is it the dad video?
The dad video.
Holy, I got chills when I watched that.
Go back on our page today. I posted it on Facebook. It's a TikTok video.
Wow.
Young man riding a bull. You can't tell it in the video very well, but the bull's head comes back and hits him in the head, knocks him out. And the bull's coming back at him, and dad falls on top of him and takes the brunt of the bull's beating.
Yeah, he just covers his son up, which, I mean, I would do the same thing, but it just is crazy to see in action.
Yeah, so there's Adric right there. He'd save you, buddy. But what made me think about it is, you guys can't see it from here, but across here we got a cowboy hat sitting on the wall with Mr. Creek Young's autograph on there. Professional bull rider, young man making a name for himself.
Yeah.
I thought about him all day today.
Yeah, I did too. When I saw it, I was like, man, I'm in Creek.
Creek, we love you, man. He's out there tearing it up, though.
I have no doubt.
Goodness. He is doing amazing. But man, it makes you think. That's just such a, we talked with Creek about that being such a patriotic sport and all this stuff. And I'm not saying it wouldn't happen in other sports, but man, if you guys got to go watch the video because it's amazing.
Speaking of patriotic, when we are able to get the video up, I don't know what the deal is with the Facebook thing in the game. So Facebook's giving us a hard time about it, really.
So they were blasting the music pretty heavy in their ice rink, and so anything that picks up in our headset, that's a song. It automatically gets flagged on Facebook and YouTube. I've been here since after church today, trying to fix that. We will get it fixed. I promise you. It's just going to take me a little bit, but you can go back and watch that Battle of the Badge game.
Yeah, what I was going to say was you were talking about it being patriotic, and then I was going to tell people to go back and watch the hockey game, because at the beginning, before they even played, they had a guy come out with bagpipes.
Oh man!
And he played the national anthem with bagpipes. I'd never heard that like live in person. And that was something to experience. And I still have yet, if anybody's out there listening and can help me out with this, why in the world in our American Springfield, Missouri hockey rink do I have a Canadian flag hanging? I can't get over this. I need a good explanation of why this occurs. I don't get it. We live in America.
Maddie doesn't know either. All right. Hey, before we move on real quick, I want to thank our other sponsors, MDP Motors. They've got some new stuff over there right now. I drove by the other day, some amazing vehicles. They still have a few short buses if anybody wants to sponsor the show.
Well, I just want them to buy our bus.
Yeah, buy our bus. We'll take it to every event you want us to go to. But MDP Motors, big sponsor of our show. Good guy, but they've got a lot of great inventory. Go check them out. B&B Well and Pump, great sponsors of this show and our community and tons of sporting events.
Be contacting him.
Contact them.
Later.
Yeah, you will. You'll be talking to him.
Hope.
Here's a guy you've already contacted, I believe.
Yeah, he's going to go do some work on my house.
Blue Sky Lane and Lawnscape. Our buddy Kyle Turner over there. He does amazing landscape work. He's been pretty tied up with the snow.
I told him if he does a good job and doesn't suck.
And the one you're going to get mad at me for, Real Beef Direct, just went and picked up our box the other day. I've been telling him I've been ordering this meat from Real Beef Direct, and I can barely keep a steak in my refrigerator. Maddie, I'll go out there and same night I'll throw it on. I ordered Ryan some steaks from Real Beef Direct.
I've yet to see those.
They're in town. It's right off of is that B Highway? I mean, you order. In a day or two, they have it in their freezer. They give you a code. You go out there and pick it up. And but anyways, I've been eating all of Ryan's steaks, so I apologize.
No, we're going to take some pictures of our landscaping when we're done. Like the before and after. I'd like to be able to put them on right here. So White Boy, he did a little Google for me. And this is what the explanation is from some site I don't even know. It says it's important to pay homage to a country where a sport was invented. For ice hockey, most rinks at the collegiate and professional level around America do so by hanging a Canadian flag next to the Stars and Stripes. This way, the game's roots are recognized and respected. I call BS on that because if that was truly the case, then when we're going to go into a basketball gym, where generally in high school, wrestling tournaments are taking place, then we would be hanging like a Greek Roman flag next to the American flag. So I don't buy that. I need something better. That's not going to work for me.
All right. And on that note, I love it. I love your passion. Man, Maddie, you're getting so many. I don't even know. I can't even keep up. Like, who's your favorite? Who cheers loudest for you? What's your favorite marsupial? I think was one of them. Yeah. I don't, man. This girl
be good.
She's just hang out with us from now on. So, so it is our time. I'm so excited. I've been excited about this for a couple weeks now. We have with us state champion, forever known as state champion, Maddie Atwood. So I want to kick us off. I got a video from my wife tonight, and I'm going to play this quick little video. This is actually you winning state.
No kidding?
Yeah.
I'll play it.
Here we go.
Naya K. In lane 2 from St. Francis Borgia, Ava Mohart. In lane 3 from Villa Duchenne, Madeline Shadle. In lane 4 from Logan Rogersville, Maddie Atwood. In lane 5 from Carl Junction, Chloe Miller. In lane 6 from Webster Groves, Lily Gregoff. In lane 7 from Carl Junction, Skylar Sunday. And in lane 8 from Parkway Central, Emily Shang. The Class 1 record in this event belongs to Molly Moore of Summit Prep. In 2018, she went 23.19. The overall record in this event belongs to Anna Miller of St. Joseph's Academy. In 2017, she posted a time of 22.89.
Here we go, Maddie!
What a race, man. And in swimming, I got to ask you, I asked you off air, but I'm going to ask you again or when we're playing the video. It appears, I don't know a lot about swimming. It's one of my favorite sports to watch in the Summer Olympics, and that's about all I get to watch it. But you're way out ahead of everybody. I mean, in comparison. That was a pretty good-sized lead, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You don't want to say yeah, Smoking.
She did. I'll answer for her. Yes, that was a defeat. Like, she was out ahead of the pack the entire race.
That was a 5-0 soccer score.
Basically, yeah. I mean, and I made a comment to her, like, you know, while we were watching that, she had a really good get off of the blocks. I mean, she was quick, which in the short races like that, that's huge, right? Like, so really, really impressive.
I got to ask who the guy on the video was, because that dude loves you.
Yes.
I thought he was going to get out there and swim with you for a second. So
That's my uncle.
Okay, which one?
He commented earlier.
Which one?
Dave.
Dave. Uncle Dave, man. We love your passion. Yeah. Okay. Say it's me or I'll ask you to quack. Oh, okay. So
we'll dive into that here in a little bit.
Yeah. But tremendous effort. Now, you didn't just start swimming this year and you're a state champion. Tell me about when you started swimming.
So I just started swimming, when I was little, just like learning how to swim. And then I started competitively swimming, I think when I was like 9. So.
What club or where did you train, as your youth and then as you got, into your teenage years?
Yeah, so I've always swam at Springfield Aquatics, so we practice at Jury.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just had that. That's been my team, since I was 7 or something.
Yeah.
So that's a young age. I mean, that to me, I've got 2 daughters and, you said 6?
Yeah.
So at 6, they're wanting to dance, they're wanting to do this, they're wanting to do that. What drew you to swimming?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Nothing really. I danced too, actually. And that was kind of my main thing until freshman year. And then I had a weird injury and it didn't heal, so I quit dancing and like only swam. So
did you swim like as a therapeutic measure, or did you just say, no, I'd like to try the swimming thing, and you're just really good at it? Or
I mean, I don't know. I just kind of always did it.
Yeah.
So since that point, when you were talking about where you were doing the two, athletic events, you had to stop. Basically, you convert into one. At any point during your time, did you ever want to do or try another sport like basketball or softball or anything like that?
Yeah. When I was little, I did like gymnastics too, and just like a bunch of other random stuff. But
nothing really stuck like swimming. I asked that question because Allie, she swam. I mean, all of our kids did, but she kind of was the one that really seemed to want to stick with it. It felt like, even though she was young and our kids were young, like if you wanted to excel in swimming, you basically had to swim nonstop, like all of the time, or you would never catch up. Is that kind of true? And why do you think that is? Like, to me, it's weird, but it seems to be the way it is.
Yeah. I mean, I feel that like it's kind of like any sport. The more you do it, the better you're going to get. So
at what age did you say, and I may have missed that, you may have already answered it, that swimming's it for me and that's what I'm going to do?
Just freshman year.
Okay,
freshman year.
Just one sport from then on.
Because that seems to me, like you said, Ryan, and I don't, once again, know a ton about it. It doesn't seem like it seems like a sport where if you take off 2 weeks, you might be behind.
Yeah.
So is mom and dad taking you to the pool every day? I'm a kind of deal.
Yeah. Well, so my older brother swam too, so it was kind of like I would just go with him, so that kind of helped too. But yeah, I mean,
who'd win in a race right now?
Me.
Oh, there you go.
I love it. I love it. I couldn't swim 25 meters in 23 seconds, let alone 50.
Yeah.
So she's beating me for sure. I had a question and then I forgot what it was. Sorry about that.
When you started this year and you were getting into the season, what was that obviously that's your goal. That's, to go to state, win state. At what point did you look at it and say, man, I'm legitimately a state qualifier. I can win state?
That was my question.
Yeah.
I knew it was, brother. I got you.
It really was.
So last year I got second at state. So that was honestly like right after state last year. I was like, I really want it like next year. So this whole season, honestly, like, because I knew it was my last chance to ever get it. So this whole season, was just my main focus. And yeah.
So when you started your senior season, where was your time? And then you go and you obviously when you win state, did you cut much between when you started the season and where you are ended now?
Yeah. So my best time at the beginning of the season was from state last year. And then I hadn't actually gone faster than that until state this year. Mm-hmm. So, like, all season I was, like, kind of adding a little bit of time. But
yeah, and for people that don't know, like in swimming, John, like it's really – I want you to comment on this. It's a lot of, like, going against yourself all of the time. Like, even when you're practicing, obviously you have a bunch of people in the pool, and they're trying to push you like any other sport. But it's a lot of cutting time. You'll hear them talk about cutting time. So as you were going through the season, from last state to this state, and you said you were adding time, were you at any point in there like feeling any discouragement, or is it just kind of like just keep going, just keep plugging away?
Yeah, just kind of keep going. I always have like my best times are usually at state. Like I don't drop a ton of time in between, just because like 50 is so short, it's kind of hard to drop time in that.
Yeah, it's so quick. It's such a quick twitch and quick reaction. How many events do you swim in a season, I guess is what we'll call it?
So I mainly just do sprint free and then fly. So I have like 3 main events. But
that's a bad question on my part. My question was like how many, I don't know if they're tournaments.
Like meets.
Yeah, like a meet. Okay,
like
a
how
meet.
Many meets do we
yeah,
have?
how many meets like in a season do you generally attend?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Is it like 10 or is it like 20?
Because you're swimming. Are you swimming in club too?
It's like all year, man.
Yeah,
it
that's
like
what I
never
thought.
stops. It's crazy.
I'm guessing Drew is your brother.
Drew is my brother.
Drew. proud of you, LR alum. He is curious about this brother of yours, and you say you can beat him, ? I see a race later this weekend or something. Someone asked a question. I think it's a great question. Of course, you won in the 100-meter fly. Am I getting that correct?
In the 50 free.
50 free, sorry. What if you could pick one type of swimming to do the rest of your life, like that's the only one you could do, which would be your favorite?
50 free.
50 free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you even take a breath?
I take one.
One breath.
Oh, my God.
At the turn, right?
I take it like right after the turn on my way back.
Yeah, because that's the only time you could breathe. I mean, for real.
So when you hit, so you say in the turn, I'm sorry, because
when she goes to the end of the pool and she flips.
Well, so yeah, like you go down one and then you flip and then you
oh wow,
back.
That's your one breath, yeah, because you don't have time because it takes more time to turn your head.
So I asked you when we were watching the video. We showed the state video. If you guys got to see it, go back and watch it if you didn't. And you're up there and they say take your mark. What was going through your head at that moment?
I mean, I just kind of knew like in that moment that was the last possible moment that like if I wanted to win it, that was it. So that was
nerves got to be going.
Yep, definitely the most like nervous I've ever been for a race by
awesome.
far. But yeah.
So when you're swimming a race like that and you don't, I don't know, maybe this is my question, because you're not taking a breath. I mean, your head is down and you're just hammering down. Mm-hmm. Do you ever have a sense of kind of where you're at in that race? Especially
on like free, you can kind of see around you because you can just like especially the lanes next to you,
mm-hmm.
you can, like see the people up. So, I mean.
So those black marks underneath the pool, those lanes, are you following? Your eyes are open? You're following that?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, and I'm not trying to ask ridiculous questions.
No,
I find it fascinating. So
I always thought you're supposed to go down and touch it. Just go down and touch that.
Well, that's the only thing I can do. So I can bob a little bit in the water. Who would you say, and I'm not even talking family. I know your family is obviously, family of swimmers, your brothers at William Jewell. Who would you, if you had to look at somebody and say, man, they've really inspired me as a swimmer, who would you say that is?
I think, just my whole club team has been like really great, and we're like a super close knit team. So I think just honestly everyone there, since I've like grown up with them, and they're all of them really.
Yeah, talking about the club team, and again, Allie and our kids, they didn't swim for that long. So I'm curious, as you get older and you get into your high school or maybe even into middle school, is there some point when you're with a club where you're not actually doing a ton of swimming at your practices, like every day, or is there days where you're doing weight training, you're doing these other agility? Like, is there anything else that goes into training besides swimming?
Yeah. So
like when you're in a club, and what does that look like?
Yeah. So we'll have like practice, and then like every other day or like a couple times a week we'll like lift or just like dry land. So it's just like working. Dry land. Like,
I don't know what that. So I'm going to ask you that too, because somebody, I can't see, Michael Hazen, I think.
Get your glasses, John.
I know. I don't. My glasses are in the other room. So 2-hour practices, 5 to 6 days a week, year round. Swimmers are so dedicated, and that's not including the dry land workouts. She's an incredible swimmer. What are dry land workouts?
It's just not in the water, right?
Yeah. So just like, any sort of like weight training or like.
Okay.
Like pull-ups.
But are you doing stuff? Like, are you fitting your weight workouts to enhance, like, because like, I'm not trying to, but this is the right. This is the
yes.
Okay, you do it a little prettier than I do. But are those workouts geared towards your individual swims? Sorry, right?
They're just kind of like, we all do the same stuff, but it's like geared towards swimming in general.
Okay.
It's not just like random exercises.
And it's probably high reps, right? Like you're not doing a ton of weight, small reps. You're doing multiple reps, low weight.
Yes. Yeah.
Got it.
So you obviously, once again, one state, you're up there against girls from schools similar to us, probably. Your swim club How many of those girls up there did you know?
Oh, yeah, that's a really good question.
And have you battled them? I mean, do you have a person up there you're like, man, we've been back and forth for years, and I'm trying to beat her?
Yeah. So at this point, I know like a lot of the girls.
Yeah.
There aren't that many club swimmers anymore, like from my club that still swim high school around here because they just like graduated or something. But my best friend Maggie Moore, she won 50 free last year and then the year before that, and I think she got second her freshman year. But then this year she decided to switch to 100 fly. So
oh wow,
so she won 100 fly this year.
So you didn't swim against her because she switched.
I swam against her in 100 fly, but not 50 free.
Okay.
So,
Did you beat her?
I did not. She did very, very well.
Did she win it all in the 100?
Yeah, she won 100 fly and 100 back.
Wow.
Tell us a little bit about the relay teams too, because you guys did very well there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we had some really good like freshmen this year and sophomore. So yeah, the relay was good.
Talk about,
girls.
Were you on the relay that set the conference record?
That was wrong. We did not set the conference record, I don't think, but yes.
You did not?
I think that might have been misworded by
Michael. We're going to claim it anyways.
Well, it's going on a board somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
It may go up in here.
Well, we heard you set the conference record.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
They did. Hey, it's not confirmed, but it's also not denied that they set the conference record.
Either way, they won.
What are you going to miss most? Now, let me ask you this question first. Tell us what you're going on to do after Rogersville.
Yes. So next year I'm going to William Jewell to swim. Just go to college.
So what are they like? What are they? I don't know how it works. Did they recruit you just as a general swimmer, or they're like, "Hey, we want you to come swim the 50 free"?
Yeah. Kind of both. Like, I mean, I'll swim obviously more than that, but mainly just like fly and
They
free.
want you for your speed.
Right.
So I have a question for you. I know John. He really watches the clock. I generally don't. And I don't know how many more questions he's going to ask because he's long-winded sometimes. My question is so I have a 10-year-old daughter, and she's, I hope she gets back in it. But what advice or, what would you say to someone at that age that is good and talented about what it takes to be a state champion?
It's a good question, Ryan.
I mean,
finally,
I think just honestly, like especially at 10, just have fun with it. Like, don't burn yourself out. I mean, like do other sports, try other stuff. Because if you just swim when you're 10, you're gonna hate it by the time you're in high school. And it's like a lot, and you have to want to do it, and not just like I don't know. I just have fun with it.
Just have fun with it.
I love it. Did you always? I mean, could you sit here right now and tell me after the 5-6 day workouts, 2 hours a day, do you still love swimming?
I do. Yeah.
Good. I ask my daughter that all the time because it bothers me that, as parents sometimes.
Yeah, I worry about it.
You want to push them to be their best, but then at the same time, like I want her to love it.
Love the sport, right?
I'm glad you love it.
I mean, when I tell them we play to win, I want them to have fun, right?
Yeah, Ryan waterboards their daughter every morning if she doesn't win. So.
Hey, stop.
You asked the last one.
It's my turn.
All right, I'll give you another.
So as you get into your age, I keep saying that because I feel like from what I've seen, there's a big difference between youth and then when you get into your age, it's different. Like it's more competitive, which it should be. Is it like wrestling guys where they're really being super strict with their diet? Like, are you trying to stay at this weight?
Not at
and
all.
what you're eating, or you're just like double quarter pounders, throw in some chicken nuggies, and let's go swim?
I mean, I think swimmers definitely eat a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But
I mean, thousands of calories, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, like leading up to state, I try to like not eat maybe like a cake or something, or like something that's.
But I mean, you got to. you got to be burning thousands of calories a day. I mean, just in the swimming thing.
I wonder what your body fat is. Have you ever checked your body fat? Like that's a serious question. Like those wrestlers, They have like no body fat,
Yeah.
and some swimmers are like that.
And you can tell, like I'm telling you, you can tell a swimmer, like they are so strong upper body. Like I mean, like when they're, I don't know, but you can tell. Well, I mean, just like I don't know what to call it, but I mean upper body wise, because the Johnsons grandparents live across the street from us. We've known them, Cabrini and Camille, for Alicia had them in class. But, man, they are always just, like, look like they lift weights nonstop. I mean, that's just what swimming does for you, right? Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
What are you going to miss? Did I already ask this question? I don't think I did.
Started.
What are you going to miss most about your time at LR?
I mean, just, like, the high school, like, team aspect of the swimming, it's really different from club, and it's like kind of it's a different environment. And I love high school season. It's like a little bit less serious than club, but it's just really fun, and it's more of like a team.
I want to touch on something you just said because I totally forgot about it until you said something. I remember, I think it might have been Toby and Melissa Kite. We were talking at a meet one day, and they made the comment that the club, and talk about this, the club season, if you will, is more intense for like recruiting versus a high school season. Is that right?
For like college recruiting?
Yeah, like being recruited to go, to go swim. Or did I maybe make that up?
I don't know. For me, I didn't really. It was kind of just like recruiting anytime, but club's like more like serious.
That's what I mean. Like you're going to get more college level coaches going to club meets versus a high school season.
Yeah, because high school, there's people that just like swim for fun. So I think club,
it kind of reminds me of like AAU basketball. Like that's where it's at now. I mean, it's changed since because I'm old. But anyway.
No, I mean, I'm extremely proud of you because I honestly have never. I don't know if I've ever touched a state medal before, and once again, if I can show it off, it's your medal. You should be showing it off. But I'm, here we are. I mean, we've had Olympic medals. Now we have a state medal in here. Awesome. We're extremely proud of you. I tell you, I think a lot of people think we just cover, football, and basketball. But man, we do. I mean, we follow you guys, and you guys represent our community. And do a tremendous job at it. So very proud of you. Very, very happy to have you on the show. So
thank you.
So we've touched base on your swimming stuff. We want to dig a little deeper.
Great.
We got a few more questions for you, Maddie. So we're gonna play a little game here that Ryan and I like to play.
This is a great game.
I think it's fun. We're gonna ask you a series of questions. You're gonna answer them. Your mom's also answered them,
and we're gonna compare answers.
We're gonna see what
and see how good your mom knows you.
Yeah. Okay. And so my first one, it's pretty easy. What did your child want to be when they grew? We asked your mom these questions, and want to see if your answer matches. What did your child want to be when they grew up in grade school?
I wanted to be a veterinarian.
Bam. Okay, so she nailed the first one.
1 for 1. All right. We asked your mother, what is your child's least favorite chore?
I don't know. Anything.
That's it. Everything she said.
Are you and your mom
everything?
Are you and your mom super close? I mean, you guys got this. I mean, you're tearing it up here.
Any chore?
Any chore. I don't like them. Asked your mom, we said, what is your child's silliest fear? I'll give you a hint.
My silliest fear?
I don't think it's that silly, to be honest with you, but
she probably said spiders.
Spiders. I nudged that one, didn't I, a little bit?
Have we ever had a mom child go 100%?
No.
I don't think
I don't
think we've even been close.
I think 60%, and I want to say that was a Bergman. Didn't he win the very first one?
He did. That's right.
I think he went 60%. I don't think anyone's even.
So she's
at 30
for 3 right now. All right, here we go.
I don't think spiders are silly though.
Yeah, I don't. I agree.
I
don't mind them. Like I will actually let spiders crawl on me, but I don't want them. I want to know, like, I want to see them, you know, like I don't,
Weird.
yeah. Huh?
It's a little weird.
Well, I grew up in Oklahoma, and that they had certain times a year where tarantulas would just, I mean, they were mating or something. I don't know, but they would be everywhere. And so I've just never been scared of spiders. But if one's fallen on me, yes,
It's a little spooky.
It's not a silly
like
fear.
a scary movie. All right, we asked your mom, what is your child's favorite movie?
I don't know.
Well, I would just say, what is your favorite movie?
I don't know. I don't think I have like one favorite movie.
Oh my Lord! So it's like a non-committal. We had another one of these.
What's your favorite movie?
Tombstone. It's the best
Tombstone.
movie ever made.
Yeah.
Ever.
Tombstone.
I don't know.
Throw one out there.
Let's throw this out there because this is geared more towards when you're younger.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
As a younger state champion.
Right.
Pre-state championship.
I'm trying to think of what she would have said. I don't know.
Well, just what comes to mind. First thing.
You got 5 seconds. No, I'm kidding.
Cars. I don't know.
Cars? Oh, that's a great movie.
It is a good movie.
That's not what she said. She said Dolphin Tale.
Oh. I don't
Come on,
Yeah,
Mom.
come on, Mom.
Get it together.
I don't know.
She's still at 30%. We'll see if she can break the record. I think she's going to clean up on this one. What is your child's favorite sports player?
I don't.
I'm going to rephrase this because I think this helps. Who is your child's favorite athlete? They're falling apart now.
Yeah.
I
This is where the rails start coming off.
I don't know what my favorite would be, so I don't know what she would say. Michael Phelps.
Nope, Shawn Johnson.
Who the heck is that?
He's the snowboarder,
I
isn't he?
think that's a gymnast.
What?
I'm thinking Shawn White. Shawn Johnson is who? She's a gymnast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
Okay, well.
What is you should get this one, Mom. Okay. What is your child's favorite food?
Chicken.
And
dumplings.
Okay. We're gonna give her that one.
You know, when I read that today, I almost actually thought about texting your mom, see if she just bring it on the show. That does sound pretty good. I know you're gonna get this one because I just know. And what is your child's hidden talent? You know what it is. You just don't want to say it.
Was there a reference to this earlier?
There was a reference to this earlier in the show.
Oh, okay. She says quacking.
Quacking.
All right, so you got to do it.
We got to hear it.
No, this is like a childhood thing. I can't do it anymore.
Well, everyone, we've had people on here comment.
They're talking about
Hold
quacking.
on.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Somebody, I think it was your brother.
I think it was my uncle.
It was your uncle, Dave. Uncle Dave? Uncle Dave says quack.
Quack, let's hear it.
It got left.
Quack. If he here's the thing that leads me to believe you're not telling us the truth right now, Maddie. And this is a very open and honest show, right?
Oh yeah.
If Uncle Dave remembers quack, then you could still do it.
I think that was just got left in the childhood. I traded this.
I'm gonna let you off the hook.
I am not buying that.
I'm not either.
I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
I think that was a sheep.
It was.
That was.
I mean, you can still do it. If I can do a sheep, you can do it. All right, here we go. We asked your mom, what is your if your child was an animal, what animal would they be?
Duck. Quack, quack. Uncle Dave says you are a liar. I wouldn't say liar on air, but he said it. He says you're a liar.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Should we call Uncle Dave?
Can we? Hey, Dave, send us your number. We're gonna call you so you fill us in on this.
We'll give you a little call.
No. What was the question?
If your child was an animal, what animal would they be?
A dog.
Yep. Very good. Any dog owned by her parents.
50% right now.
50%. You have two questions to break the record.
Okay.
So,
no pressure.
2 questions.
Do I get something if I win?
To be
one
70%.
to tie.
She's at 50 right now. She's got 2 questions.
Yeah, she has to hit them both, though, to win.
Yeah, to win it.
Or you tie Bergman.
Do I get something?
Oh, we got Uncle Dave's number.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we're calling him here in just a second. We'll spend 5 minutes with Uncle Dave after this.
Okay.
Hey, you just respond, Uncle Dave, yes, if you want us to call, and we'll call. Who is your child's favorite teacher?
Ooh.
Or
I
was,
feel like
maybe.
I don't. Favorite teacher. What if they're all watching?
Oh, yeah, good thought process right there.
You could say they're all my favorite teachers, but one stuck out just a little more.
Wait, is this from my childhood or like from?
Yeah, because I don't know this teacher. But yeah, sure. Maddie says it's okay, so we'll give you a call here in just a second, Uncle Dave.
Okay, if it's from my childhood, Miss Filkins.
Yep. Boom.
Holy
Miss Filkins.
cow.
Okay.
This is it. I still think you better quack or we're going to call Uncle Dave.
I see you call Uncle Dave.
Other people are starting to call Uncle Dave, so we better hurry up. Okay, you've got this one. Come on,
All right,
Maddie.
here you go. What is your child's favorite sports radio show?
Oh, you got this one.
Oh, Chain Gang.
Oh, Maddie, our new winner. See, she wins the prize. Chocolate milk.
Great
70%.
job.
We need a board in here of leaders.
Yeah, we got to pull that together.
Hey, we're going to call Uncle Dave real quick, and you got him on the line. We'll get our executive producer to give him a quick call. I think other people are calling him, so we better hurry up and get him on the line, see what he has to say. But
great job.
Good job on those.
Really, it's a great job for Mom.
Yeah, I get it.
Really,
Mom should be getting the chocolate milk.
Yeah, I know.
She
Let's
should.
take this back.
Yeah,
So.
I'll deliver it to her. Don't worry.
It'll be empty.
If we'd have known that, we'd have had a special prize for Mom as well. So
that's so
we
cool.
are currently trying to, real quick, we're going to finish out the show by trying to get Uncle Dave on the line here, and let's just trying to get him on the line right now. So yeah, we'll have to tell Berkman next time we see him
that they have been surpassed.
He is. Oh.
Yeah, okay.
I think we're good.
I think we're live. We got Uncle Dave on the telly here.
Uncle Dave, you there?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Maddie. Uncle Dave, we got a question for you. No, I got to tell you real quick. In that video, I
you were jacked up, man. That was awesome.
I get like really emotional when it comes to the It made me tear up a little bit, man. Like you screaming for her, and like you could hear, I think your mom was filming that, wasn't she, or somebody? I don't. But man, good job. Way to support this niece of yours.
Hey, Uncle Dave. Can you give us a little backstory to this quack thing?
No need to
Can you give us a little intel here?
Don't be peer pressure.
When she was young, I get, she could quack really good. She would interrupt you with quacks. She would try to scare you with quacks. And it's hard to say. You can hear my smile as I'm talking. I got her to quack less than a year ago.
I was going to ask you, how long back?
Lies.
She said, "Hey, I don't remember how to do this." So she took a second to remember, which is kind of funny. But Maddie, you can quack with the best of them. Give the radio fans a quack.
Come on, that's what they all come here
They want the quack.
to hear the
I
quack.
don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so here's the deal. Since Maddie is not going to do a quack, John and I are going to put out a Chain Gang shirt, and it's going to say, "We want the quack," and we're going to give them out at basketball games until somebody comes up here and quacks.
Until Maddie does.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we gotta hear this. I mean, I don't even care if you want to take a video of yourself quacking, send it to us. We need to post this because you're leaving
They
everyone.
want to know.
Right. Well,
You're their state
imagine
champion.
a duck, and then imagine the noise that a duck makes. It's quite
Well-
similar.
Oh, see, it's starting to come back to you.
She's feeling
Oh.
it. She's feeling her feathers are starting to come back. And Uncle Dave, were you proud of her or what, man?
Man, she is so competitive. Just an awesome girl. It was great. And you could just tell, as you said, right off the block, she was superior and then kept the lead. and just slowly expanded. And it was her personal best ever, right, Maddie?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't even say it was a PR.
I know. What else is she holding out on us?
A quack.
You know what champions do, though? They get their personal best when it's time for championship runs.
That's true.
You know?
That is true.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. I get a few looks. I don't, I I think we had the loudest section in the area.
That's okay. And you know what? You should have been.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.
Yeah. It was fantastic. Proud of you, Maddie.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, man, for coming on. We've enjoyed talking to your niece, and we're going to wrap it up. But thank you, sir, for coming on.
All right. We'll see you.
See you, brother.
All right, Maddie. He says within a year he has heard you do this.
Okay.
And you're not going to do it, are you?
I'll work on it. I'll try to remember how.
Someone's saying Chain Gangs can bring their short bus to William Jewell. We would bring it and watch. Yeah.
Heck yes.
I got one more thing before we close out, and I almost forgot this.
Yeah, man.
But we had a challenge on the show last week where we had Patrick Camito on here. He's wanting to cut his hair to raise money for, I think, St. Jude.
St. Jude's, yeah.
Ryan would wear that hair for 6 months, so that would be the challenge. In that, Camito also told us about a little story, and we want to put a challenge out there for you. Mm-hmm. That I think we could raise money. I think it'd be a great event, but apparently JJ O'Neill said something to you when you came back from state last year, gave you a hard time for not winning state. And Ryan and I both immediately said, well, JJ ain't going to win. JJ races her. He's going to be half a full length back. I mean, I know he's a fast runner and all that. Swimming's way different.
Way different.
We would love if we could get this together and have Mr. O'Neill, JoJo Wildcat, go head-to-head with you and your choice of swim. I'd make it a long one.
Oh, I would be happy to.
And we could raise money. And I want to know if JJ, so you're good?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Oh,
so
JJ, she's up to the challenge, buddy.
So someone out there let JJ O'Neill know he has been challenged on this show.
Yep.
And he is going to probably get his rear kicked.
Yeah, and I feel like, again, we could probably make this an event where, people could donate a couple bucks here and there.
Yeah.
And then you all can decide if you'd like it to go to this one or that one or whatever one, and we would be able to donate that money.
And we could even make quack shirts.
Or we keep it in the LR system even. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care what we do, but... You and JJ decide what, or you decide it's your event.
And he's the one talking smack.
Yeah.
Oh, he can decide.
Oh, she's so confident. She don't even care.
Like, JJ, I don't care where you give that money.
Just pick one.
We could say the winner gets to decide where the money goes.
There you go.
Like JJ swimming for whatever his charity is, you're swimming for yours. I mean, we know who's going to win.
Oh, I know where my money's going.
I don't think we're going to hear from JJ because I think JJ's going to act like he never heard about this challenge because he knows. I mean, he is going down.
I'm going to send him a DM. He'll know.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, someone tag JJ or let him know. Maddie is here. She's ready to swim and she's ready to win money for her charity. So, Maddie, we appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yes,
yeah, man.
Thanks for having me.
Any last words? Anything you want to say one more time?
Yeah. Go Cats.
Go Cats. There we go. That's how
Cats.
Yep. Hey, let's show it off. I'll let you show it off this time.
No, let her show it off, man. She's the one that won it. Here we go. It's beautiful.
That's awesome.
So beautiful.
So proud to have you. We are getting something in this studio.
We gotta have a board or something.
We're gonna have to have you come back and sign it because I'm serious. We want to look back and say,
remember when?
Remember when? So we're old. So, hold on. Who is?
Stuart's what? He's gonna tell JJ
on
Great.
Fortnite.
Perfect.
JJ, you're a senior. Why are you still playing Fortnite, my friend? All right. Hey, Maddie, thank you so much. State champion Maddie Atwood with us. It's been a great show. You've been awesome to have on. So
Thank you.
Go Cats.
Yeah, man.